spring has sprung, and with that means what? It means we're gonna go ATVing, we're gonna go camping, we're gonna go paddling, go swimming, we're gonna sit on the patio, have a couple of beers, well, we barbecue 12 months a year. We're gonna get to gardening, building the boat shed and the sugar shack and getting the trails going, maybe the canoe rack, see if we can get the boardwalk out to the river. I mean, there's so much we have planned for the summer. But before we can do any of that, you gotta do some chores. You gotta take care of the goods before you can camp in the woods. Chores before oars. That's a rowboat. Rowboat. How's it going, everybody? It's Jay from Simple Woods Life. Got a little fire going here. I'm slowly, over the next little bit, gonna be burning this. And we still have lots of cleanup to do. But we're celebrating May 24. Huh? And in Canada, we celebrate May 24. It's the official start of the summer season. Well, maybe it's the unofficial start, because the 21st of June would be the official start. But it's the unofficial start of the summer season. This weekend has been windy and rainy. It's nice today, but it's cold. Not cold, but it's cool, like me.
Cool guy zone.
The reason we celebrate May 24 is back in the day. Hey, you guys heard of the United Kingdom? They kind of colonized all around the world.
That takes the biscuit.
Notwithstanding, Canada. They were in Canada too. So there was a gal there, Queen Vicky.
Howdy, hey-ho.
And she was the reigning monarch back in 1867 there, as you might remember, when Canada became a country. And she was, she signed the stuff and we're like, Vicky! And so to tribute and honor her, we celebrate her birthday, which is May 24th, by taking the Monday before her birthday off. In this instance, that was the 19th. So 17th to 18th and 19th, we collectively refer to as May 24 weekend. But then next year, it won't be the 17th, 18th, 19th, but we'll still call it May 24 weekend. I'm gonna finish my coffee here and enjoy this clickety-clack of the fire. I was going to just sort of pile it up throughout the day and go work in the garage. We're getting a bit of wind, so I'm not gonna do that. I'll just let this sort of burn out until it's safe to leave, and then I'll meet you guys in the garage. So I've got to do these garage door openers because we're gonna be bringing the quads and everything in and out. Now here's the thing, all right? I wake up one morning last fall and the garage door's wide open. I was concerned. I was like, oh, sugar shack. Because, middle of nowhere and everything. I run out to the garage. Everything's fine. Everything's intact. Nothing, So then you start playing the, like, did I leave that open last night? And pretty sure I didn't, but I don't know. A couple days later, I'm working in the shop. Garage door opens up. And I'm like, oh, Miss Lady's home. Miss Lady isn't home.
This lady isn't. This lady isn't.
What the hell? So the only thing I could assume is that the garage is haunted. It's a fair assumption. If I was to really deduce what could possibly be going on, garage is haunted. Or maybe it's something electrical. I have an electrician buddy, and he came and checked it out, and he sort of popped the top off, and all we could smell was kind of like toast, like an English muffin that you toast up. A little English muffin, a little bit of butter, a little bit of bonne maman.
Bon appétit.
That's what it smelled like, that. And it looked like the circuit board or the motherboard or whatever it was toast. So got on the horn with LiftMaster, and I said to them, is that why it's opening up? And they said, yeah, it's a safety feature. When something happens, it'll just open the door. And I was like, that's a horrible safety feature. It should just keep the door shut. Because there's always a mechanical manual release that you could just release the drive motor and open the door yourself. And they said they could send me a new one. But geez, she costs some money, bud. And the long and short of it is we found brand new ones for a very good price. I've installed the one, you know, like the chain drive, the belt drive or whatever, but I've never done anything like these. They're kind of ominous. And of course the instruction manual, first thing I do is peruse the material. And they're like,
don't do this unless you're a licensed installer.
I went and checked a bunch of my credentials and it doesn't look like I am. But I've got an instruction manual, so how hard could it be? Well, there's no instructions in the instruction manual. There's this app that runs you through step by step with like 3D diagrams how to do it. And I've got the old ones installed by a professional. So I'm thinking I'll play a little bit of mixy match, but that's sort of the long and short of where we're going. Apparently the first thing I'm supposed to do is check to see if the tension's good, that this isn't just falling to the ground. I think we're doing pretty good there.
Observe the following warnings before proceeding. Loosen the preset collar screws on the collar. Slide the collar onto the garage door opener shaft until it stops. Tighten the 2 square head set screws by hand until...
In Canada, we'll say, you know, how long does it take to put together, I don't know, that table? And you're like, oh, she's about 2 beer. But there'll be no beer with this because there's it's basically a giant murder spring. Okay. Creepy lady's let me know my next step is to put that onto the torsion bar, but I gotta get this one off. I have to remove this one. So that's that, okay? There's the old one. Uninstalled! Blocking me. So this seems to be interfering with getting this on. By just, what is that, 1/4 of an inch maybe? Well, I'm sure it's not recommended. I wonder if I can slide the collar on. Took the old one off. It's just hanging here. Morning, everyone. She's a rainy day. I had to shut it down last night. This isn't as finicky as the belt drive was, but I've just been going so slow, trying to be meticulous, and I have to remember, I have to remove what's there before I can replace what's there. So it's handy as far as getting an idea of what to do, but it does take a little bit of a minute to go through it all. So we're gonna keep going on this, just having a little bit of coffee. I'm gonna put a line there when I do the next one. There. And since I've got 2 garage door openers to do, I'm gonna do the same with the second one. I think we can do better than that. Oh. There we go. I splice these together, I have got like nothing to work with here. I don't know how electricians do it, man. Your fingers must be... Well, your eyes are probably better than mine. Mind you, if this was really far away, I'd have no problem doing this. I think that works. Probably going to use far too much tape for anybody who knows anything about wiring. But that does not include me, because I don't know anything. I'm gonna assume, that's fine. You know what? If you're worried, you just add more tape. This is like red-green, eh? If the women don't find you handsome, I'm f***ing handsome, that's for sure, bud. I don't know if I'm handy. Oh, you know what?
One eternity later.
Heads up, this didn't work. So I'm gonna use a butt connector and see if I can't kind of shove it in there or something, because oh, the rain's coming down now, bud. Here comes the rain again. Gooby, gooby, goo, doo, 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 doo. Like a shepherd's hook. Oh yeah, we're lit up now, bud. We're lit up now, bud. We're lit up now, bud. Who wants to know what kind of super genius I am? Because I'm f***ing beaut. I am a super genius. I don't know what I was thinking. Wi-Fi maybe? Tesla coil, not entirely sure. But when I took the old garage door opener off, all the wires that were going into it, I just snipped. Surgical. The next step now is to take, after I've wired up the wall things, use the wires on the opposite end to plug into your garage door opener. And I'm like, there's no f***ing wires. So then I examine this one, and there's a wire coming out of the OSB back there. So I climb the ladder and go up here, and I'm like, oh, there is a wire. And then I go look at my unit. Talking about a unit, I'm the unit. Hello. I'm hoping I can patch these with butt connectors. Because that was dumb. That was dumb. Sorry about the mess on the quad. My wife's got her new whip and just moved all the stuff from her old car into here. We have this problem. I don't know if you guys have this problem. A lot of times we have to physically get down to tidying up, because if not, we just end up rearranging the mess. Now I've got bell wire somewhere in here. I needed like 6 inches of this for a project a while back, and you can only buy it by the kilometer. So, but this is perfect. I'll have to, on the wires coming out of the wall, and there's not a lot to work with, I'll have to be very careful. Strip them, and then I'll strip these. If you didn't see my boat videos, I love these. These are so great for stripping wires. My buddy, the electrician fella, he does it with, what do you call it there? An X-Acto knife. I'm not him. And that's okay. It's okay to be your own person, everybody. You can be your own person. And I think, given the gauge, we're gonna be okay if we use butt connectors. That really should be on a yellow, not a blue, but I don't have any yellow. So we're gonna work with what we've got. That should make things a-okay. Because I don't want to up there be using like a little bit of, what do you call there, electrical tape. Because over time it'll like shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. All right. there we go. There we go. Fixed, I think.
Determine where you will install the smart LED light.
All right, so it looks like I'm up on a ladder. Hi, I'm up on a ladder. So it looks like I'm doing the lights next. Now these ones don't have wires. These are gonna be Tesla coils or Wi-Fi's. Next steps are, I just need a plug, which I've got, because I've got an insane amount of lights in here. And I think we're gonna go right off the center, sort of in between these lights. Huh. You know, this feels really sketch. Why am I doing this?
It's gotta get out the big guns!
She's a bit of a pain in the ass, this one, but you know, safety first, I guess, right?
Is that a ladder in a boat? Or are you just happy to see me?
Permission to come aboard! Woo! I'm on a boat! Yeah! Oh, yeah, bud! Oh, yeah! You know what I could go for right now is more coffee. I could go for more coffee, bud. Another cup of Joe! That's where the old one is. She's 15. 15 from the floor. Now again, before I go too far, I'm gonna have to pull all of this. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. Some nasty old technology. It's so gross. Then I'm supposed to slide right through there. So all I gotta do now is all those little clips, peel them out and run the wires through and hammer those little clips back in. Monotonous. Time lapse. So. Well, friends, unfortunately, this weather has kind of ruined the rest of my plans for the video. I wanted to do all the chores. I did manage to do a quick pass on the lawn before it started raining yesterday. But I was also hoping to dethatch it and aerate it. We've also got more cleanup, keep the fire going. Wanted to scrub that barbecue, get the fire pit all ready, set up the patio furniture. Not that you care about watching all of that, but it feels like that would be a drive for me. I'm like, oh, if I film all that, then I'll get it all done today. And now we've got nothing but rain for the foreseeable future. So, you know, hey, May showers bring June flowers. That's the saying, right? The second garage door opener went in a lot quicker than the first. And that was pretty fun. Pretty fun stuff. It's a good thing, though, that I filmed doing the pool. I was on Sunday there working on the garage door, and I got about halfway through, and I don't know why. I was just not feeling it and making silly mistakes. So I said, I'll go do something else. So open the pool. And that was fun. And luckily I did that when it was sunny out. We got an above ground pool. We live on a river. We have a big river that runs through. This lady, she's not a fan of swimming in the same area that the leeches and the snapping turtles and the brookies and the, you know, the otters, and the Canadian geese all use. So a few years back, we put a pool in. And this all started with me coming home one day on an extremely hot summer's day, and I'd bought one of these little crappy, you know, pools from Canadian Tire there. And the first thing that it says is make sure you put it on a super level area. Well, we don't have a super level area. It doesn't look like we're on a lot of hills, but we are. So then we started playing with, okay, how do we get something level, and what kind of a machine do we need to rent? And then, okay, well, if we're gonna go to that trouble, maybe we move up in pools and not just have like a 2-year pool. So we have this. Quite a few dandelions are coming to seed, and they're going off and doing their thing, and then soon we'll have pollen. So the pool does not look too good. She was blue maybe 3 weeks ago and clear, but then, you know, as the temperatures warm up, any algae or whatever that was in there, little buggity crittily deets. So it's kind of turned a gross brown. So I'm gonna hook up the pump and the chlorinator and run the hoses and clean the hoses out and all that stuff. And I'll do it so quick that you'll be like, oh. But in reality, oh, there's Mama Robin. Robins have built nests all under the deck here. Driving me mental. Scare the crap out of me every time I come out under the deck. They like, brrr. Anyway. What'll be about Jeez, that bird nearly killed me. Did you see that? I was nearly murdered by a bird. Murder bird! Came right in, eh? Like, just flanked me. Did you see it? I don't know if it came into the camera's view. It's probably staying out of the camera. Stealthy birds. Murder birder. You gotta watch out for the murder birder. The murder bird is gonna get you. I think the boat shed's gonna be next, because I gotta get going on that, bro. Broski? Bro! Boat shed, because the boat shed is logs. I'm gonna do that like logs. Whereas the sugar shack I'm going to do with dimensional lumber that I'm going to mill on my Granberg chainsaw mill. And you know, given how every single project I do does not have steps, it only has hurdles to overcome, I imagine figuring out how to mill lumber with a chainsaw. Well, that'll be a peach. It'll just easy as pie. I'll wonder why I haven't been doing it my whole life. That's how it all goes down. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging with me, everybody. You should probably get inside now because you're gonna get wet. It's raining, and you're gonna catch a cold. I have to barbecue in this because that's what I do. I barbecue rain or shine, snow or... One time there was a pack of wolves and I barbecued for them while I barbecued for the family. That's what you gotta do, eh? You gotta like You gotta like, hey, I'll make you a kebab, Wolf, and then you got that, and then I'll do the steaks for us. That's a little woodsman tip from me to you. Cook the kebabs for the imminent threats. It doesn't have to be a kebab. You could do some sausages. You know, a spiral of sausage. I always bring one out and throw it on the barbecue just in case, you know, one of them Kodiak bears comes up the lane, right? Because if that happened, that'd be a huge problem. You know, you always want to have something that you can keep the things what want to eat you at bay while you're making your family some delicious barbecue. See you in a bit, everybody. Oh, there goes another bird.